Hello, we're live with Austin Bryan, who's with the Green Party, and he's all the way from Ohio. He came to the rally today just to support us and support our democracy. So, Austin, I would like to ask you what brings you out here today with the protest.
In a short summation, to answer a generalized question like that, just the inspiration that real progressives like Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein have provided to the public, despite the media blackout. It has inspired many people across a diverse range to do something about the problems we have and to realize that we still do have a salvageable democracy that we're living in. And all hope is not lost, and we shouldn't despair. We should continue to grow as a new party and to seize these opportunities. And by the way, fill these voids that are hopefully going to be empty when we get rid of Democrats and Republicans.
So, you think that it's still possible to save this? Because I've been talking to people and they're just like suicidal. They're just like, oh my god, we're screwed. We're turning into Nazi Germany. So what would you say to those people?
I would say that's across the board, really. That's in every party. There's a little bit of fear-mongering going on. America's been on the brink of danger several times, but we've always pulled back because we managed to keep our wits about us and educate each other and come together for a task that is very much suitable to helping the majority of the population, such as preventing ourselves from slipping into World War III with Russia, for one, the whole no-fly zone over Syria thing, and second, not as imminent, but still important, climate change.
Right. So, you think it's salvageable. How do we do it? How do we save this place?
Across the board effort. Some people call it a grassroots movement, but really all it is a phenomenon of people using the apparatus of communication, whether it is internet, some kind of technology to communicate across a large scale.
Like the internet, maybe.
Yeah, well, not just the internet, but there's several other means. And to educate each other, because we obviously can't rely on the corporate media to sponsor these ideas that we have. They haven't at all, and they will not. So once we accomplish that, and we continue to educate each other and reach out to each other, then that's how we've grown before, and that's how we're going to continue to grow. And remember that the Green Party is an international party.
This is true. And I guess the last question I have is, how will we know when it's too late? When do we stop fighting? Do we stop fighting? Do we give up, ever?
No. As long as you're still alive, you still have the ability to do something.
Well, what do you think that is going to change if Clinton gets elected, when she gets elected, we should say?
Probability of outcome in terms of danger. And I'm being serious.
So are you saying that right now we can do something like this giant protest, but come February of next year, things might look a little different for people who want to protest? Possible?
No. What I mean is in terms of foreign policy.
Oh.
That's what I'm referring to.
That's very important.
That's a lot more probable than trouble back home, but trouble back home is still a problem.
What do you foresee happening under Clinton in terms of foreign policy?
Well, I mean, she says it herself, but I don't know whether she just is so obtuse and arrogant that she doesn't care that her foreign policy is dangerous, or if she has her nose so far in the air that she thinks that she can get away with a foreign policy like that, and that it's not going to have any negative outcome.
How would she get away with something like that, hypothetically?
No.
What would she have to do to get away with it?
Let me ask you this. Would you feel comfortable if Russia enforced a no-fly zone over Mexico?
No. No, I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
Exactly.
about... Her foreign policy is so nuts, it's so dangerous, that I'm just sitting here thinking, why are people voting? Why don't people see this? But I've been looking at what she uses, which is essentially what happened during the McCarthy era, when the media and society basically brainwashed each other into fearing communists, and it's essentially the same thing, but it's like people just believe the
we don't live in a black and white
propaganda.
world You know?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think, and
If you
that's a
take
fear mongering.
a piece of paper, it has two sides. There's no such thing as a one-sided object.
Yeah.
There's always a minimum of two ways of looking at everything in this universe, no matter what. There's always a minimum of two perspectives.
Right.
We shouldn't narrow our politics to two perspectives. It's
No.
it's amazing that it's really that simple, but people don't want to see it.
Well, people
want to
think
complacent and accept the establishment, but the truth is that you don't have to.
People want to think Hillary Clinton's bad, I'm good. Donald Trump's bad, I'm good, and it doesn't work that way. And to say this person's bad all the time, that's childish to me. And it's time we have to start looking at things for what they are, not what makes us feel good.
We have 4 slices of pie to eat, and it seems like a good portion of people want to choose between the 2 nastiest. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Too complacent, too willing to accept compromise. It's sad.
So then what's the best case outcome of today's protest for you? What will make you feel like it's successful?
Well, I mean, just the most basic thing is that I feel a little more inspired now that I'm back into another protest, connecting with people like Tim Black. Aaron McConey was here from Colorado. I myself, prospectively, may be running for Congress for Ohio's 12th district in 2018. Most likely against Pat Tiberi, who is part of the Ways and Means Committee.
Well, maybe Real Progressives will be able to help support you with that.
Gonna need it.
Let's keep in touch. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.